welcome to the stream. It's a weird, rare Friday stream, but we've got really good reason to be here. Today is our stop on the AroAce raid train that's being hosted by Shania, so we're so excited about that. For those who don't know, AroAce is short for like aromantic and asexual. I use the abbreviation a lot, but I never like explain what it means. But anyway, that's what we're doing here today. And to celebrate, we're gonna be doing some pride-based builds in Minecraft, just some casual creative building for fun. I think that would be a good time. I haven't done creative building in a while, so I'm kind of excited to just open up a world and get going. Welcome in, Ian the Epic. How are you? I hope you're doing well. You made it at the beginning of stream this time. I don't have a whole lot to say before we like open the game and start building. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I will say the raid train will be joining us at around 7, so in like 30 minutes. Well, I guess at this point it's more like 25, but that's we're just gonna be hanging out. And I love that for us. I know the seed I want to use to build with. It's one of the seeds that we were thinking about using for brain rot. Okay. Here's the seed. I think it's the same seed I used for my Slowcraft single player world that I have kind of abandoned. But that's okay. We love not playing solo. Okay. We don't need a bonus chest. Game rules, I think we're gonna turn off time of day, and we're gonna turn off weather. We're gonna turn off mob spawning. But we're gonna keep wardens on. Not that that's gonna like do anything. Okay. This is the vibes. We love the vibes. I feel like Spotify might be a tad loud. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. I always forget how long it takes to like load in a new world when you're playing like just single player or hosting it on your computer. Okay. I wanted to build in a cherry grove biome because I think they're very slay, and this has a really nice cherry grove biome. Let's see, is it this way maybe? No, I think it's this way. I love this cherry grove biome specifically because it's kind of like on top of a mountain, but it's still like kind of flat, but there's a lot of like cool scenery around. So we're just gonna start building a pride village. We love pride. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like grab some things for reference. It looks sick. It's such a good seed. I can copy and paste the seed in to chat for you if you wanted it. It's a solid seed. It's I used it for a single player world before, and it's pretty good. I would say there's a village not too terribly far away, but if you're transporting villagers, it might be a little not ideal. Okay. So the first flag that I'm gonna collect colors for is the AroAce combination like sunset flag. That's a pretty solid flag. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna put our colors here. And then alternatively, we also have... If I just type in AroAce flag, can I potentially just get both the aromantic and... Okay, there we go. That worked out exactly how I wanted it to. Okay. I just needed to see how many shades of gray there were. Yeah, I'll use light gray. The aromantic flag and the asexual flag are basically... They're very similar. It's just a difference of, like, stripe orientation. And it's, like, green instead of purple. Okay. Alright, these are the main flags we're gonna be working with to start off with. Now we get to find some blocks to go with these pallets, because I'm not building out of carpet and concrete. Not if I can help it. But these are what we're going with. I think I'm gonna start with the sunset flag, mostly because I'm probably gonna struggle the most to get something for that, because there's not a lot of blue blocks in the game. Like, obviously there's the concrete and terracotta, but none of the terracotta particularly hits. So we might have to get a little creative. Prismarine is an option. I need a dark blue and a light blue. Tube coral could be kind of fun for like an aquatic base. Okay. I do really like, I know it's been like a year or so. I really like the new creative menu that they gave us with the latest update. I do think we might use that. And we've got bamboo, which makes a good yellow, which can also allow for birch to be white if we need it to be. Gonna be honest, I don't know anything about building. That's so fair. It's kind of just trusting the process and experimenting with things until you get something that you like. That's kind of all it is, really. It's all you can do. Okay, I need a blue that's darker. Unless we do that. That's an option. And that's a lot of wood blocks that we can work with. It's giving very tropical vibes, and I kind of like it. Okay. Let's go through and pick out some blocks for the other two as well. Just go ahead and do that while we're here. I know in the past I've used, like, blue terracotta for the ace. I think we could maybe do that again. Oh, one of these I think we could do like a more modern build. Maybe like a modern ace build. I don't build in a modern style very often, but I do really enjoy it when I do. I think it's nice. Smooth stone exists. Smooth stone's not quite dark enough. That's okay. We are gonna be using deep slate tiles. Like I said last night, I love deep slate tiles. It's a very muted. What if I make that quartz? Because quartz is a brighter white, and it's gonna make the gray feel more gray. Maybe that doesn't have to be a modern build. I don't think there are any green. Well, I could use moss. Moss does exist. Oh, that would be under natural blocks. That makes sense. Not me forgetting. Yeah, I'm just gonna say AroAce people love moss. And I'm not just projecting, I'm definitely just projecting. Oh. Oh, we'll definitely use some of those. Okay. Maybe the white concrete can make an appearance on this one and we can do something fun with that. Then we can use stone, like cobblestone. For that, and then for the black, I don't want to use the same thing that we used on the other. Blackstone is an option. I'll just throw some regular blackstone down. Okay. Welcome in, Harkin. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We're having a little bit more of like a relaxed stream, at least for the first 30 minutes of it until the raid train arrives. Let me back up. Hi, how are you? Today's stream is a little special because we're participating in an AroAce raid train. And that's going to be coming in at 7 in about 15 minutes. And we were supposed to go live early so that everything was ready for the raid to come in, right? And then after stream, we'll be raiding out to some other cool people on the AroAce spectrum. I keep saying AroAce, like everybody in this raid train is both aromantic and asexual. That is not the case for everybody. But everybody participating in the raid train is asexual or aromantic or both. I realize I don't think I've like fully explained what we're doing here. Okay. I think we're gonna start with just the flat out ace. What I'm doing is I'm basically doing builds based around the AroAce flags. It was very on the nose. Happy Pride. We love to see it. Okay, I don't know what it is about the data pack that I have that deletes the leaves really quickly. That gets rid of the leaves like as soon as you chop a tree down. It does not work in creative mode. I have to manually break the leaves or wait 30 years for the leaves to break. It is so slow. Okay, that looks like that took care of it. I probably should have done this on like a super flat world, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But part of the fun of creative building and like building a little village is trying to figure out how to landscape around it as well. And I picked the cherry grove so that any water features we have are gonna be pretty. Like that really pretty light blue color that water is in the cherry groves. But I know what we're doing here. Smooth stone slabs could be a sleigh. I'm currently trying to, oh yeah, block of amethyst. I'm currently trying to think of like what exactly we're gonna build, and I think I am just reverting back to, if you guys, let me pull up a picture. Let me pull up a picture. A couple years ago, I built a giant fish tank. Picture incoming soon. I'm looking for it. But it wasn't supposed to be like for pride or anything, but the colors that I like, just the block palette that I used was giving asexual pride, and so my friend was like, I love your ace fish tank, and I was like, oh, I wasn't intending it for it to be that, but like now that you mention it, you're absolutely correct. Thank you so much. It was so slay, so like an accidental slay. Good, I'm glad to hear that, glad to hear that. Work was nice this week. I helped a client on Thursday at an important appointment on Thursday. So now he will hopefully get support from the judgment? It's like social services, but for families, children, and young adults. Oh, shit, that's so cool. I'm glad that you were able to help somebody, and hopefully it works out exactly how they need it to. I'm doing pretty well myself. I've had a really chill day. I've been slowly, like, working on, There's a picture. Let me make that smaller. I've been slowly working on some, like, video stuff this week, because I'm kind of ahead of schedule on videos. So that's been kind of nice to kind of take that chill and slow down a bit. I'm mostly ahead on videos because my next 2 videos I'm putting out are very, like, lower effort than they have usually been because they're, like, shorter or simpler ideas. But I hope they're still fun. I thought they were fun, but also I made them, so something about me when I make something, when I first make it, I think it's really, really good. And then it takes a bit of time for me to be like, oh, it's not that great. So I think I'm in that honeymoon phase with the videos that I've made recently. But I finished Dungeon Meshi today, or like got caught up on the anime. That's pretty sick. I'm obsessed with Dungeon Meshi now. But anyway, this fish tank is my accidental Ace Pride fish tank. And the sides with like the quartz stairs ribs that has the amethyst poking through, I think we're gonna steal that idea, but I'm not going to build the fish tank. But we are going to do something kind of like that. I learned basic music stuff today that I kept procrastinating on, if that's interesting at all. Learning is always fun. Or were you doing like music theory, or are you like making things? Either way, that's very cool, and I'm so proud of you for sitting down and like actually tackling it. I know, like, whenever you start putting something off, it's so hard to like get started and actually like do the thing. And I don't know if you also have this experience where like when you put something off, when you finally do it, it ends up being nowhere near as bad as you thought it was gonna be. Or it's like, why was I procrastinating this so hard when it only took me 5 minutes? I have to confess, I still haven't watched your Minthara video, just hadn't had the time last few weeks or months, to be honest. That is so fair. I am not holding you guys at gunpoint to watch my videos. That is so fair. Definitely, like, they're there whenever people have time for them, and that's perfectly fine. I know summer is also just, like, a busier time for people. I know my life gets pretty busy in the summer. A lot of like traveling and going back and forth to like see my family and help babysit my nephew, stuff like that. So there's a lot of back and forth and plans up in the air during the summer for me. May is also just like, May through August is such a busy period of time in my life, and I have no idea why. It just always ends up being kind of hectic. Okay, I guess we'll just start throwing down some pillars. I was thinking a modern abode. We'll see if that actually happens. I kind of like that. It's very mumbo jumbo core, but I kind of like that. Okay, I kind of want this to be at a bigger scale, though. Chords and scales and stuff, music theory. That's so exciting! I don't talk about this very often because it hasn't really been, like, a huge part of my life since, like, 2018, 2019. But I used to be, like, really into, like, choir. So, like, I've learned a little bit on the piano, but most of my music experience is like vocal. I used to do choir in, honestly, from 6th grade, like middle school, all the way up until basically like my last couple of years of college. And it was such a good time. I love learning about music, and I just really like music. Okay. Is that gonna look weird? think so. I don't think so. Okay. I do hate this. I do hate this. Okay. I don't even know what shape we're going for. We should probably figure that out before I get too crazy. You should travel to Europe in the summer. I would love to be able to, like, travel. That would be really cool. Hopefully someday soon I will be able to do that. It's just not feasible for me right now. I also just don't even have a passport. I played guitar for like 11 years, but I never learned chords or notes. Oof. That does sound kind of fun though. My brother has a ukulele that I've like pretended to know how to play for a while. And I had a guitar as a kid, but like you, I never learned anything about it. I would just kind of strum at it and see what happens. But it was a good time. Okay. I think we're getting on to something. I think I want a darker stained glass though for the window. Just so that it kind of ties in the gray more. Okay, we need some purple to come into this thing now. Again, I don't really know what shape we're going for here. I'm just gonna build up a facade and we'll see what happens. Okay. At elementary school, they used to have art, and then they replaced it with orchestra. So instead of drawing cool stick figures, I had to play on little violas. Honestly, I'm so sad that they got rid of the art program, but it's really cool that you got to learn orchestra. That is honestly really cool. Okay. We make it like a base. Ooh, okay, there we go. This is what I was looking for. I guess we're going with this for the floor. Is this gonna be like a front porch situation? I think it is. I think it is. Okay. What do we have for like walls and fencing? Like what are our options? Or do I just... I have an idea. Where are the flowers? We can get some pride flowers going. I don't know if there are any flowers that really speak pride, but we can get some lilacs. That's not really like an ace flower, but we can get some lilacs going. Okay. If you need a guide for Berlin, let me know. Absolutely, absolutely. Even got guitar classes, whole 11 years, but it was mostly that my teacher showed me how to easily play songs I liked, and then next week we played the next song. It's pretty easy because most of the songs are punk, so they weren't complicated. That's still cool though. Like that's still a really like neat experience, I think. Even though it wasn't like a traditional sitting down and learning like actually how to play guitar, but having that experience of learning how to play songs that you liked, I think that's a really good basis for if you wanted to understand more about playing the guitar later in life. That's pretty cool. Okay, can I just... Crimson Door is kind of the closest thing we have to purple. But I hate it. Okay. So instead of that, am I gonna build a redstone door, or am I just gonna have this be like an open facade? We'll have to figure that out. Okay. What am I looking for? I will say, easily finding like the decor blocks, not as simple anymore. But all of, wait. No, I do not have all of the new paintings. I don't know why I thought I did. I'm not playing on like a snapshot or anything. Oh, shit. What if we... Okay. I'm gonna have to make pottery. Actually, no. We won't do that. We'll go with the basic ones. It wasn't just orchestra, it was music in general. My school, we had both for the first 10 years, and for the last 2, we could choose one of them. That's cool. I know I had like some general music education as a kid. It didn't go like super deep. Like we learned how to play the recorder. I still have my recorder that I got when I was 9 years old. It's somewhere. I'm not gonna pull it out. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. But I did love learning to play recorder and all that. That was a lot of fun. Okay. I also did a little bit of art. My school, like, what we would do is, I went to, like, several different elementary schools growing up, and every single one of them, they would alternate based on, like, what day of the week. So, like, for example, Mondays would be music, and you would go and you would learn how to play recorder, and you would learn a little bit about music. Tuesdays would be, like, PE, and you would, like, go to gym and play like dodgeball or something. It was never that deep or serious. And then Wednesday would be like art, and it would just like alternate through all the electives, and there was like a computer class elective and all that. Welcome in, Huckster Duck! Early for the raid train. Welcome in. I hope you've been having a wonderful Pride. Wonderful AroAce Pride specifically. There we go. Welcome in. I'll go to the full screen. Welcome in the AroAce train. How are you guys? Thank you for the raid, Sunstone. If you guys don't know Sunstone, they're so cool. Am I doing this right? What's the Twitch? There we go. Let's get Sunstone a shout out. But welcome in. My name is Pocket Leaves or Mel. I use they, them pronouns. I'm AroAce to some degree on both sides of the ace spectrum and arrow spectrum. But thank you for the follows. I know a lot of people in the raid train have anonymous follows. I do not, but lurkers are very welcome here. I am a chronic lurker, so don't even worry about like following and not chatting. I do that to people all the time. I totally get it. You're being bullied by Mewtwo? Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Mewtwo is pretty difficult. Sorry, I don't play a lot of Pokemon, but Mewtwo is like one of the ones that I would think would be really hard to fight. Not the cat ears Astarion. Oh yeah, cat ears. I love Astarion. I'm a certified Astarion lover. If you spend more than like 5 minutes talking to me, Astarion will come up. It's been a huge problem since September, but it hasn't gone anywhere yet. Such a fun stream. I'm glad you had fun. I had a good time hanging out in your stream. The Astarion plush on my bed. I just got him and I love him very much. He is everything to me. Astarion makes me sound like I'm not actually AroAce, but it's fine. I love him. He's so scrungly. He is scrungly. He's the best. I know he's canonically pansexual, but like, I am one of the fans that's like, not Arrow Astarion, but Ace Astarion. That is a good headcanon. I like that a lot. But welcome in from the AroAce train. Glad to have you here on this stop. We're on day 7? It started on the 1st and it is now the 7th. This is like a 7-day long raid train and is gonna go for another like 7 or 8 days, which is so mind-boggling to me, but it's also like really just so cozy, like, for lack of a better way to put it, is knowing that there's so many really cool AroAce people, or like Aro and or Ace people out there. I love that so much. Ace Astarian is so real to me. It makes so much sense. Even though the character is not technically asexual, he still mirrors a lot of the asexual experience, especially like in terms of the poly aspect with Halcyon, if you get to that. And it's just like, I know exactly what this man is going through. This is me. He's Ace to me now. Welcome in. I'm Aro and Ace. It comes up a lot sometimes. Less so when I'm playing Baldur's Gate. But it's been really cool getting to know and hang out with all these really cool AroAce people. I know everybody who's on the LGBT community, they always say like, oh, I came out years ago and I didn't have that many people in my life and now I'm suddenly surrounded by all these cool people with very similar experiences. That is not the intense JoJo's music playing now. That's been my experience with this and like streaming in general, but like with this specifically. Ace people, in my experience, have not been as loud or easy to come by on the internet, so it's been really cool like getting a community together, and that's so slay. We've been playing Minecraft. We're doing some creative building. I'm building houses based off of pride flags, and we're starting with, we've got the aromantic, the asexual, and the AroAce sunset flags. I was picking out my blocks earlier. We're starting with an asexual house. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm one of those people that loves to build in Minecraft, but I'm no like Hermitcraft member. I'm not on that level yet, but we're just vibing and having a good time. Ace and Aro folks are hidden. They are, and I need them to stop hiding so that I can find them in the least threatening way possible. I'm a Galemancer at my core, but my Astarian Mancer playthrough was my fave so far. Now I'm doing a Willmancer playthrough, but kind of waiting till the big patch with this fixes. I had an accidental Willmance playthrough, and romancing Will was such a healing experience. It was so good, and Will is the only romance that I have seen in the game so far that all hints of sexuality are very like implied, and I don't think Will is asexual by any means, but it is the only romance path I've seen that does not have a sex scene. So that's cool. Love that. Also, thank you guys so much for the follows. You are so kind. So kind and welcoming on this train. But I hope you enjoy your Willmancer playthrough. I loved romancing Will. I'm currently doing a Galemancer playthrough. I'm not a Galemancer to my core, but I do respect the autistic wizard. Love him very much. It's been so lovely to meet so many other Ace specs. Yeah! It's been really cool. Thanks for the warm welcome, Mel. I'm Duke from Chicago. Hugger, Pisces, Chinese, Vietnamese, American, hetero male, Ace, agosexual, he/him. Welcome in, Duke. Thank you so much on the introduction. It's so cool to meet new people. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna say it. My experiences with meeting A-spec people have been mostly like AFAB oriented, so it's been really, really cool getting to meet more like masculine identifying or like AMAB ace people. That's so cool. I genuinely love that so much. I was a Tumblr, I still am a Tumblr user, and I feel like there's very specific demographics of people that are on Tumblr the most, and that's been my main experiences with like interacting with the LGBT community. So it's been really, really cool getting to like step outside of that bubble that is like the Tumblr bubble and actually getting to meet people that aren't like very specific demographics that also share like the ACE experiences. And I think that's so cool. I genuinely love that so much. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that experience with meeting other like ASPEC people. Autistic Hill is so real. Yeah, he's been peer reviewed by every autistic Baldur's Gate player. And that might as well be a diagnosis. Non-binary transmask AroAce here. Welcome in. Welcome in. We love to see it. We love to see it. I love how many non-binary people have been involved in this project as well. Because I'm also non-binary. I only use they, them pronouns. I think I said that when you guys came in. What am I doing with these pillars here? I don't think I liked those being tall. Okay. Yeah, we love to see all the different like flavors of ASPEC people. It's been really cool. Gonna drop a quick lurk. I drew rainbows on my face for a charity incentive and they're starting to smudge. Yes, please go take care of yourself. Please go take care of yourself. When did you come to identify as Aro? It was a while ago, or recent times. So my, I guess, experiences with learning that about myself is kind of funny. So I'm 26, by the way, so for reference of how long things have been when I start throwing around ages. But when I was 17, I had a friend who was like, hey, are you asexual? And I was like, I genuinely don't even know what that is. And she explained it to me, so I was basically assigned asexual by the besties. But the more I learned about it, the more I was like, yeah, she was right. She was absolutely right. I got clocked hard. And so I've known that I was asexual for about 10 years now. But I didn't really know about like aromanticism for a really long time, mostly because I've been identifying as aromantic for the past like 3 years, but super recently, like in the past few months, I've realized that it's not aromantic in the way that I thought, but more like demi-romantic, or just like whatever it's called when you don't have a crush on somebody for 7 years and then you suddenly have a crush on somebody. Whatever that would be. So I was vibing with the ACE label for a while and I was having a good time, and that was like really easy for me to figure out because it's a lot easier to understand what sexual attraction would even be or look like. But when it comes to being aromantic, it took me a really, really long time to like even start considering it, because like I had been in relationships before and I thought it was something that I wanted. But after like some experiences with relationships, I realized I don't do romance the way that is expected of me. Romance is something that does not come very naturally to me. So I was like, you know what? That's a very strong contender for being aromantic. And I kind of like realized that about myself like 2 to 3 years ago, and I've just been rolling with it. And then Baldur's Gate came out, and it it made me like really sit down and question like, okay, so what does aromanticism mean to you? And are you aromantic in the way that you thought? But that's luckily the aromantic, demi-romantic crisis happened after seeing years and years and years of people talk about like the spectrum for asexuality. So that was good, because it means I didn't have as much of a crisis. But that's basically like my experiences being with figuring out if I was asexual and aromantic. I do still think it's funny that one of my friends basically came out to me for me, and that's how I figured it out, because she was like, you're not, like, prudish about sex. Like, you don't care when your friends talk about their sexuality, but you haven't expressed a desire, and it sounds like you're asexual. And I was like, damn, you're so right. So real. How do I make this not look dumb? Britain, welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well. You came in when we were info dumping about learning about being ace and arrow. Okay, I think I want this to step down, because this feels like the floor would be here. Good info dump, love learning. I also love learning. It's just kind of cool hearing other people talk about their experiences, because since streaming, I've met a few other friends that are also AroAce, and it's been really cool, like, hearing them talk about their experiences, because I don't know if every aromantic leaning person feels. I didn't have this sort of heartache with asexuality, but I think it's because I was also, like, raised in an environment where sexuality wasn't really expected from me, and the less interest I showed in sexuality, the better, because American society is just kind of really weird, especially when you're raised Christian in terms of expressing sexuality. So that was never like a thing. But when I started to like figure out if I was aromantic or not, the grief that I went through for like everybody, I feel like everybody kind of has this idea of like what life is supposed to look like when they get older, and as you learn things about yourself, that changes things, or changes how that's gonna look for you. And I'm one of those people that, even though romance doesn't come super like naturally to me, it is still something that like it's in a lot of media, and I kind of learned a lot about the world through media, basically. So it was something that was like always prevalent in media, so it was something that was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll get there eventually. And it's weird because it's not something that I necessarily was like actively aiming for, but once I realized that that was like probably not gonna be like a thing for me, and I was gonna be in this disinterested state basically forever, there was a little bit of a grieving period. And also I think part of it is just knowing that even though I may not have a desire for like a standard romantic relationship the way that society kind of expects from you, it is still something that, even though I don't want it, people want it for me. And there's also like this pressure growing up to find somebody. So it's like, as I get older, it's like, well, you're running out of time. And it's like, running out of time to do what? But there's, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but there was like a grieving process, basically. And some of my friends have talked about going through that as well. And that was very validating to hear. It sucks that they had to go through that, but it was very validating to hear that they went through that. Because I haven't really heard of, like, anybody else having, like, a serious, like, grieving process when learning about their sexuality. Not that, like, that doesn't happen for people, because anything that's not, like, heterosexual, hetero-romantic is going to, like, throw a wrench into things, basically. Ooh, that's gonna need, I'm just gonna carve out all of this land. We're landscaping now. I shared some useful links I gained from streamers on the Ace Arrow raid train in Sunstones per her permission last stream. I'd be happy to post them here if I may. Let me figure out how to allow you to do that. Because I do have links like turned off just normally. But I don't know how to turn that back on. Or like turn it on for a specific person. Which then Brennan can share them because Brennan is a mod. If you want to whisper them to Brennan, they can share them, and that's a very good idea. I wish Twitch would let me like allow it for specific people though. That would make my life a lot easier. No, but it's been really cool, like, hearing other people's experiences with, figuring out their orientations or lack thereof. And we love to see it. We love to see it. Where was that block going? Okay. With this type of pattern, there's like a sweet spot where you can hit both sides and it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing with for the roof. Does this look weird? I feel like the grays are not dark enough, but I do like it. I just don't know if it screams asexual. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. You're definitely not alone in the grieving process. It's very normal when you're not within the typical society guidelines. That makes me feel so much better to hear, because I will say I struggle a lot with imposter syndrome, especially when it comes to sexuality and romantic orientations. Because again, as I said earlier, like, I've very, very recently figured out that I'm more like demi-romantic than like just strictly no romance at all. So while I was struggling to figure that out, there was definitely like this this level of, well, am I really like this, or is it the trauma, you know? Because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, asexuality is just a trauma response. And while it can be for some people, the vast majority of us, that's not true. I'm asexual despite the trauma. So there was like that sort of imposter syndrome that I needed to work through that took some time. Took some time. But hearing other people like go through very similar things does help with that a lot. Imposter syndrome is a huge problem for me as well, because I identify on the gray A spectrum and didn't learn until my early 30s. Oh, I'm glad that you were fine, like, that you did learn about it though, and it was something that, I mean, if that still works, it still works, okay. And that was something that you were able to eventually figure out, because I know a lot of people talk about, like, their parents basically, like, talk about the asexual experience, but then never realize that that's what it is for them. Actually, I am gonna just carve this out. But no, I think it's like, life is kind of messy. So, like, obviously not everyone's gonna have the same experiences, but it was definitely, like, imposter syndrome was kicking my ass for real. For the longest time. But luckily we got it sorted and it's fine now. And that just goes to show, like, the power of, like, finding people or, like, creating a community around, like, these experiences. It has genuinely been... Is it dramatic to say it's been life-changing getting to know other people who are also, like, on the AroAce spectrums? Is that a little little dramatic to say. Am I putting another window here? Is that what I'm doing? I think I am. I think I am putting another window here. Maybe we can figure out like some nice curtains or something. That's not like a very big build, so details are a little wonky. Learned about my ace. After I learned about my ace identity, I think it was much easier to say, oh yeah, definitely Aro, no question. That is so fair. That is so fair. I'm glad that it was able to kind of like allow for the puzzle pieces to fall together. That must have been like a huge relief. How you speak is how common sense should be. I'm just yapping, but thank you. We're all just out here trying to exist. Okay, what am I didn't think the roof through. I didn't think it through at all. Okay. Gabled roof, I don't think is gonna be the vibe for this building. A lot of like Minecraft modern builds have very flat roofs, and that was kind of the inspo, I think, for this. So I think that's what we'll go for. We want to use some slabs. We'll slab it up out here. Slabs make a modern build just work. This is not a style I build in very often, but it's so fun to build in because it's just like, so one thing about me, I love building circles in Minecraft. Something about making circles in the silly block game just really like do it for me. It satiates some desire for being special. Love a good circle in Minecraft. But because I always try to build so round to be different, I miss the joy of just throwing down a silly little square or like a rectangle. Oh, I know what we could do. Okay. So we can build a second story and bring in like some darker grays to make it feel more like Ace flag, I think. This village is going to consist of houses that just do not go together aesthetically, but I think it'll be a really good time. Okay. What if we... the darker gray on here. And then this is the line. That makes sense. Actually, should probably leave this open for the actual blocks. Okay. I need a darker gray block. Maybe a different type of stone. A different type of stone. Do we bring in the stone bricks? Or, hear me out, black stained glass. And it's an asexual green room. I think that could be a vibe. I think that's it. That's the vibe. Throw in our slabs. I think we'll just do a simple ladder up here. Just to keep it easy. Actually, yeah, that's fine. No, we'll put the ladder kind of here so it's not right off the stairs. Okay. I think we try to round this out a bit. is gonna be so slay, so cool. And hopefully this will do the trick to like kind of make it feel like a darker gray, because I know it's black glass, but it's like, maybe we turn the gray glass into black glass as well, because it's gonna read more gray. Does that read more gray to you guys? Yeah, I think it does. We need the glass to match. Okay. I hope the greenhouse doesn't look too weird coming off the top here. Yeah, it's probably as high as it needs to be. I will say, placing black glass is so difficult because you cannot see it. You cannot see a thing. Okay. Now we get to go in here and decorate. I love decorating in Minecraft. I should really do it more often because it's so fun. I put those quartz away, but I think we're gonna use it to make tables. So we've got this. What's our functional blocks? Let's see. We probably use some pots. Oh, beehive would be slay, but I don't really know if I want a beehive in there. Okay. We'll do some banners. We'll throw some banners up. Oh, not me having to like triple check what the ace flag looks like. That feels correct. Actually, oh no, we can stack them. I always forget that you can kind of stack banners to get it to look however you need it to. We love decorating in Minecraft. That doesn't work as well though. Okay. What if we just do gray across this side for the vibes? Our nice little curtains. Love to see it. We could also use purple over the door. Kind of give the illusion. Wait. Can I just place signs? Can I place a banner off of a sign? I can! New Minecraft building hack unlocked. It never occurred to me to try that. We're gonna have it go down here as well. I think that's gonna look so slay. But then you walk through the curtains. We love a good ace curtains moment. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. I'm so happy with this. I think the scaffolding actually might look better. Wish I could stay and yap more, but it's always so interesting to recognize identities in relation to what's typical expectations in society, which can often be kind of black and white. And here we are outside that, vibing together with a different kind of flexibility and identity. Yes! Yes, of course! You're so real for that, Brennan. I know you have plans that are probably coming up soon with your coding working stream. I'm excited to hop into there later. Share the links with Super 2 before I go into lurk. Thank you. That's greatly appreciated. Okay, I know I said this was gonna be a green room, but I have not set this up to be a very good green room. We'll just throw some pots around. love being able to place like the little pots into the bigger pots to make the bigger pots look like flower pots. It's genuinely so nice. Okay, I think they're under natural blocks for flowers. Obviously, we need allium for the ace. Yeah, imposter syndrome, I feel like, comes with breaking out of rigged stuff. That's so fair. Thank you for, like, providing that insight and, like, extra layer of validation, Brennan. Okay. Oh, yeah. Duh, flowering azaleas. What else would I put in here? Cut all of our flowering azaleas. Okay. I wish that I could put like some of the bigger flowers in the pots, but like I understand why that doesn't work. It's just so sad. So sad. Very relatable. Took me 34 years to come to the realization that I identify with being non-binary, and until this week to say, yes, you are valid, and start using those pronouns. I had a very similar experience. I actually didn't start experimenting with thank you so much for sharing the links, Brennan, and thank you for pinning them. That was smart. I had a very similar experience with figuring out my gender as to you, Taiwi. I honestly didn't really think about gender much at all until I was like 18, 19 years old, and it was through cosplaying actually and dressing up as and identifying with male characters or more androgynous characters that got the cogs turning, because I have never cosplayed as a masculine man in my life. Like, most of the characters that I've actually cosplayed and made cosplays of are very androgynous or feminine men. So that is a caveat. But I started like experimenting with this hobby of dressing up as and presenting more masculine than I had been, and it felt so good. And I kind of realized that I was like, yeah, no, like non-binary, definitely, like non-binary or gender fluid or something like that in that realm was definitely like my experience. But I didn't start like using pronouns until a year later, actually, after I had met someone who was using they them pronouns like in real life and not just on the internet. And having that experience of meeting somebody who used they them pronouns or like even neo pronouns, because when I first started experimenting with my gender and going by they them pronouns, my mom is an English teacher, and the grammar of using a plural pronoun for a singular person really like bothered her for a while. So she was like, well, instead of going by they them, you could pick one of these like gender neutral neo pronouns like zer or something like that, because zer was really popular when I was coming to terms with being non-binary, but it just didn't like feel right, and also zer sounds too much like she her for me. So I was like, appreciate the effort, but nah, that's not my vibe. So it like I didn't start using they them pronouns, like I started using them on the internet, but I didn't start like using them in my real life for like another like couple of years after I'd come out to myself. And it was at anime conventions where I started like experimenting with using those pronouns like in person, and that was nice. Not the whole stack. The shift click on the 64 dark oak saplings. But being able to have that space to kind of like safely experiment with gender and gender presentation and pronouns was really helpful for me. But it did take me a while before I was comfortable like coming out to people and using pronouns. So I definitely feel you on the taking a while to feel validated or valid enough to change your pronouns. Big felt on that one. So my realization of my ace and air identities, gender was not even on my radar. And that's so fair. That is so fair. There's this one tweet that gets kind of like spread around where it's like, I'm probably non-binary, but I have a job to worry about, so we're not gonna think about that right now. And they're so real for that. So real for that. Just throw some crystals in here, why not? We love some crystals. Actually, I just want to keep them on the ground. Okay. How many more flowers do I need? I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more flowers. And I don't want them to be all the same ones. Torch flowers are too tall flowers. They're not gonna go in anything. I guess another weather rose for the vibes. Okay. Well, that's our upstairs green room. Now we can do the rest of the house. Which should be pretty simple. Are beds a functionality block? Yes. I think we're gonna go with a gray bed. White candles. Purple terracotta. Right, okay. What kind of bed am I making? What kind of bed am I making? Okay. We will... Just a simple bed. Just throw it down. Don't overthink it. I've overthought it. Hated that. We'll do that. Bookshelves. Where are the bookshelves? I don't know what it is about me and having like cool bookshelves around the bed in Minecraft, but like this is peak cozy. It doesn't get cozier than this. I don't care what people say. That's peak ideal Minecraft. Oh, I do like having that on the corner block. That's cool. Okay. Like a little kitchen in here, I think. This is starting to feel like galvanized square steel TikTok, but on a bigger scale, because like the house layout is getting a little wonky. Okay, I did like that there. And we'll have that there. Right, that's... we'll work with it for now. We'll work with it for now. Furnace. Sure. Make it look functional like somebody lives here. I don't know why I always have to make it look like somebody lives here. Both in the Minecraft stance and the make it look like a real functional house stance. Don't know why my brain operates that way with it. Oh, we gotta put down the dragon egg. We'll put that there. So cool, so slay. Alright. What am I looking for? Cauldron. And I need a water bucket. So we can make a sink. Yeah, I'll put the sink here. Then I think if we put a tripwire hook, it kind of looks like a faucet. We love that. Okay. I need to light those candles. Not that I like had to, but it does help. Thank you for the follow, Lost Beloved. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Throw in some more pots. We'll leave that one empty, I think. Oh, and for these, we can use the dead bush to make like actual things. Because you can put the dead bush in a pot, and then it really looks like you've got a tree growing. That's cool. That's nice. I like that. Okay. We're gonna throw some things on the wall because I don't want to get like too in my head about decorating, because I do want to be able to get to the other two the other two flags. Right. Where functional blocks? Can I just have a general painting? I don't know. What does the void look like? Oh! I like that one. Okay. We'll place that one there. The void is a good one. Hello, been lurking around. Welcome in. We appreciate the lurking. Thanks for dropping a follow and coming out of your lurk. I'm sorry if I pulled you out of your lurk. Okay, what is... Oh, the match. That's a very kitchen core one. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Okay. Oh, I know what the wither looks like. Okay. Pig scene is kind of a sleigh. I don't remember what pointer looks like. Skull on Fire is a 4x4? I guess it is. Okay. That's... These are entirely too big. Okay. I think what we want... What is the one... Seaside, I think, is the one I'm wanting. No? Not Seaside? Sunset. You're all good, just finally taking a break from chores. Nice to sit and chat for a sec. I hope your chores went well. I hope your chores went well. But we are building in creative mode, making builds based around pride flags. We've got our asexual build here. I think the next one we're gonna try to tackle is the AroAce sunset flags. I'm really excited to try to tackle that one. And if we have the time, then we're gonna do the aromantic flag as well. I feel kind of bad that we may not be able to get to all of them. But I took too long. I took too long being indecisive. Yeah, we'll put kebab up. Is there not an item that's just the random painting variant? That's what I want. Okay.
No more deals. It's over. The final.
Okay, we can go with that. We can go with that. Thank you for the follow, Zeob. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Been looking up the neo-pronouns. Interesting diversity of seeing and expressing yourself. Yeah, and like, it's my understanding that there's as many neo-pronouns as there are like words and people and different like variations. Because I know a lot of people will use like just traditional nouns as neo-pronouns, which is pretty cool. Okay. I really need to learn painting names. Okay, we'll go with that because I don't want to get too like in my head about decorating. Does this build give asexual pride? Because it was intended to. Oh, maybe more purple flowers out front. Maybe we could throw down some like purple shulker boxes as well for the vibes. We have peonies as well for purple flowers. Dove! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Dove. If you guys don't know Dove, they're super cool. Dove, welcome in Dove's community, welcome in Twilly, welcome in Witch. I do want to explain to you guys, we are taking part in an AroAce raid train tonight, so, that's what we're doing here. This is like, been going on since the 1st of June, and it's still going, and it's running strong. It's been really cool. But we'll be raiding out here around... in about an hour. We'll be heading out to the next stop on the raid train. But welcome in. You guys came just in time to be a part of the raid train. I hope you guys look forward to that. I don't know how to incorporate this the best. I'm not a landscaper. That is nice though. I like this. I like this a lot. I don't know where to... We'll just drop the shulker boxes there. Make it look like a thing. Okay. On to the AroAce flag. We've been creative building and making builds based around pride flags for... we just finished the asexual build and now we're gonna do the sunset flag for like the AroAce combo. This one's gonna be fun. I'm thinking like a tropical vibe with this, even though we're not in a tropical location. I think that'll still be the vibe. Cute. Thank you. Thank you. Love the build. Thank you. Yippee. We love the yippee in chat. We really love it. I use neo-pronouns and love them. I am agender, so I personally feel a disconnect to the concept of gender, and neos make me feel more like myself. I love that for you. I'm really glad that it's able to convey that, like, gender disconnect. Or, like, yeah, no, that was the right way to word it, I think. But that is really cool. I know that's something that, a lot of people do, because I know that's generally the reason that a lot of people will use, like, its pronouns. Based on, like, a lot of the people that I know that use those pronouns, but also I do forget its is technically neo-pronouns. Those are technically neo-pronouns, because they're not, like, traditionally used. Ace gym leader? How could you tell I was Ace? How could you tell I was Ace? Entire character design is just the Ace flag. We love on the nose color palettes. Okay. I said this was gonna be a village. Okay. I need to... This feels flat enough. This feels flat enough. What if I... Do you guys mind if I cause a little bit of a forest fire? NANI? Kylo, welcome in. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Totally did not just get jump scared by that. Welcome in. How are you? I'm causing a forest fire right now to clear the ground. Jeez. We've been playing mostly like really chill Minecraft music. The sound alert. I was not expecting that. I'll be so real. Sometimes I'll see them coming in chat before they actually play, but when I'm yapping and not paying attention, it surprises me. Succeeded in my task. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let's keep this from spreading and burning down what we just built. Okay. I think... Do I want to do a prismarine base? Okay. I think this one's gonna be round. We're gonna make this base be a little round. I think that'll be cool. I love that for you. Yes! Welcome in, Atasaurus. I hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard the AroAce Raid Train. Okay. So we've got our circle here. And then I think off of the circle, we'll have kind of like stilts. We'll have stilts, I think. Do you want to build it off of a fence? I think we will. I feel like this needs to be higher up, actually. I'm gonna look for walls instead. Prismarine walls, maybe, could be the vibe. You yapping and not paying attention? No, that doesn't sound right. I just love to yap. What can I say? A certified yapper. Okay. I'm trying to keep this build from getting too big. Okay, yeah, this... I think this works. Welcome in, Bumble and Buzzbee. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll just have it connect like that. I don't know how this is gonna look. Very experimental on my part. Okay, and then I think we're gonna start throwing in some birch for our white stripe. And then we'll use bamboo for the roof on this part. I think would be really cool. I hope this comes across the way I want it to. What are we building? We are building just houses based on the AroAce flags. We've got our asexual house over here, which I think turned out really cute. It's like inspired by the modern build style that people like to do. You can't see the purple much from the front. But we're currently working on the sunset flag for like the AroAce combination. And if we have time, then we're gonna build a cool like cottagecore aromantic house. Certified user of a spoken language. So correct. The actual training emote for it too. Yeah, people have been like banding together, making a lot of cool assets for the raid train. It's been such a really cool time. Seeing the way that like it's inspired people to be creative and just sharing some pride. Okay, I feel like the point can still get across, even though the darker blue is not on the bottom. I think we can fix this, though. Does Dark Prismarine reads more, like, green to people, doesn't it? Okay. Don't know what the pattern is supposed to look like on this block. Okay, so that's something. That's not anything. Oh, okay, so it's just... I don't like that. Let's just have it look like scales. I think it looking like scales could be cute. Sure. I'll have to look more, but if I did go by something else or add something for more fun detail, it would be something with spirits, since I see myself more as an entity controlling a body than the body being me. That is so fair. That is so fair. I can definitely understand that. Does it look dumb to have the single ring, or should I, in places where it's going to do that? I think I will kind of have it pop up. Yeah. That can be something. Okay, now I feel like it needs more prismarine though, because I love the way the prismarine and the birch work together. That's so pretty. Prismarine is such a gorgeous color. I need to use it more often in builds. Welcome in, Sapphic Shock. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Ace Pride. We love to see it. Okay. I think that might get the point across more. I don't know if I like these two blocks together, but we'll keep going and see. We'll just keep going. Okay. And I think we could start doing like a roof there. Right. This needed to come out more. Just one more out. Doing well. How are you lovely people today? I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm just having a good time doing creative building on Minecraft, and it's always a vibe. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bamboo thing. This is a 2-block center. It's just gonna be a little hut. Just a little hut. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do roof-wise. I need all of the acacia. Just all of the acacia. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this. We're gonna do the little, like, witch's hut roof that I feel like I use all of the time, but it slays so hard. Okay. There we go for that one. Oh, that wasn't just not even the right block. That's why it wasn't working. I feel like I do this like witch hat inspired roof like religiously, but it's such a good roof. We don't have to like take it all the way out either for the witch's hut. Okay. There we go. And then it's not really gonna have the brim on this side. Because that's not how this is gonna work. Okay. I think this is gonna be cute. This is gonna be really cool. US early morning. It's been really cool seeing all the like different time zones that have come together to make this raid train work. Because I feel like I only really like get to watch streamers in very specific time zones. But it's been really cool getting to like find and get to know more people. It's been such a good time. Okay, I'm kind of winging it. But I did say earlier that this was gonna have more of like a tropical feel to it. So maybe we don't go full witch's hat and just kind of go cute cozy hut. Yeah, that looks nice. I think that looks nice. And we're gonna continue up the birch a bit. I think I'm gonna go in and add more prismarine as well. I want the birch to tower a little bit over the orange. Just so that the roofs don't kind of like clink onto each other in a weird way. Make this part feel more like a tower as well. I feel like I'm locked in, but I am also just not clicking on the right spaces. It's exhausted this morning whilst being in Audie's stream, but after that got so much sleep, so I'm better now. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. Getting plenty of rest is one of those things that I feel like is so hard to do and to like keep up with. But when you're not like keeping up with it, boy do you really feel it. Okay, I think we're gonna have to get another block to be like the dark blue. Because I'm not sold on that terracotta. Not sold at all. This prismarine is very nice though. Maybe I could mix in some other like prismarine textures. Oh, that took the birch way up too high. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What are we working with prismarine again? There's also these, but the color does shift on this. And sometimes it goes to like a darker blue. But maybe that could be pretty perfect. That could be what we need. I will get, hang on. Let me also look. Blue concrete would slay, actually. Specifically like the powder version, I think. I don't know if that looks dumb or not. What do you guys have any opinions on how the prismarine is coming out with this? Because when the prismarine is in its darker blue, it does blend a bit better with that. So maybe it's a sleigh. And this does break up the normal prismarine a bit more. I didn't know that like the cobble prismarine would shift color like that, because I had not seen a lot of Minecraft YouTubers work with prismarine for a while, and I had never like worked with prismarine until like semi-recently. When I tell you, I thought I was like losing my mind watching it shift color, Like, I did not understand what was going on for the longest time. It was kind of funny. Like, in hindsight, it was kind of funny because it's like, what is this? What do you mean? Because I would, like, walk through an area and it would be one color. And then I would come back a few minutes later and it would be a completely different color. And I'm like, this doesn't feel correct. But I don't know enough to dispute it, so I guess we'll just roll with it. But now I know. Now I know how it works. Oh, what if we use the mosaic? Mosaic could be cool. I don't use mosaic often. I don't think I've ever used mosaic in a build. Oh, we could potentially do we could do the same kind of roof. Kind of. It's not gonna work out as smoothly, but it can be done. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. I like this. I think this is gonna look nice. Hopefully it gives a romantic, because that's the vibe we are going for. Okay. I love this little, like, brim shape. It's so nice. It's a really cool shape, I feel like. One that I don't do a whole lot with, and I should work with more often. What if we keep this kind of low? And then we come in from this side. Like, at this point, I'm winging it. Entirely just winging it. Oh, we still have to do the inside. We have to make an interior for this. That'll be fun. That'll actually be really fun, I think. So we put trapdoors here to make this part feel a little bit taller. Okay. And then we kind of make it go through this way. It'd be nice. I think this is basically gonna be the top of it. I don't know how much taller we should take it. But for all intents and purposes, that is the top. I don't want it to get, like, too tall. That's something. That's something. Somebody could live here. I do feel like it needs just a little bit more, though. We could go like that and then put some campfires in. Make it like a whole big thing. That's cozy. I like that. I like that. Okay. Then we could do like a little staircase. Do we want to keep it just the one block? I think so. I think this matches the vibe pretty well. Okay, bamboo door. We'll have that on the other side, actually. This is the way in. Oh, I know what we need. There we go. That kind of keeps the same shape from the outside. And the inside, honestly. Okay. Now we gotta get a floor in this bad boy. I think I want to use warp stem just to kind of bring that in. I definitely need to light this place up. We'll just throw some lanterns down for now. Okay, this is basically to the bottom. Mildly treacherous, but we can make it work. We can make it thrive. Do I want to have it go up more? I think if we go up more, we'll just use a ladder. Okay. Love to see it. We really do. Okay, nice. I'm gonna carve out the floors so that it matches. We gotta go with the most AroAce decor imaginable. Specifically, Sunset AroAce core. I need somebody to walk into this house and immediately know that we're aromantic and asexual. The combo. A AA battery, if you will. Thank God it's Friday, am I right? Real. So real. So real. We love a chill Friday vibe. Okay. Where are the beds? Do we want... I think we'll go for a yellow bed. Maybe the dark blue candles. Orange banners? Question mark? Or white banners? And then we can use... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. Fun music? I'm so glad you think so. This is just my, like, general streaming playlist. I haven't... Now that I've streamed Baldur's Gate, like, all the time, we don't get to hear it very often, but now that we're, like, getting back into Minecraft, it's been, like, a good time to... It's been a good time to basically just enjoy music again. Oh, yeah, that makes sense that it would go that way. Okay, what are we gonna... How are we gonna make this a thing? I kind of want to make it look like a hanging bed. But I don't know if... I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe we'll stick the bed kind of like over here. And you get like a little... I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's clean this slate back up. I want to kind of have like... Maybe a nook bed could be kind of fun. And then... Get like a bedside table? in the form of, I think the orange glazed terracotta might actually be the vibe. I think that's the vibe. Okay. I have a little white curtain there, so it's kind of like a curtained bed. What if we do it like that? I think that works better. It's Friday for me since I work the graveyard shift in the next few hours. I also enjoyed the jazzy tune before the break, Mel. I'm so glad that you did. It's like a lot of this playlist is just like Minecraft music, Night in the Woods, a lot of like lo-fi and remixes of anime music. Like we're just literally hanging out, and I love it so much. It's such a fun playlist. Okay, get a little table going here. This kind of looks like water bottles. Okay. Back to the functional blocks. I don't really know what we're doing decor-wise. Oh, you know what would be cool? These are slabs. Waterlog them. And then I can put things here. Yeah. I can do a coral rug. I'm gonna do that. Not be flooding my house. Okay, surely that's enough. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I've been so locked in, I've been forgetting to drink. I usually end up drinking a lot on stream because I'm talking a lot, but I'm so, like, just tuned in. What does this look like? That's exactly what I wanted! This is our little rug. I love this. Oh no! That one didn't have water under it. There we go. Understandable, I do the same thing. I'm so glad. As I usually don't get this locked in, but something about it's just hitting. Oh, the yellow looks so nice. It's like big and full. Is there an orange? I don't think there's orange coral. There's not. Like a little pattern down here. This is so cute. Love to see it. This is just the cozy bedroom. It's a little ugly because there's not much going on down here, but that is fine. I don't want to get like stuck on it. I want to be able to get to things. Okay. We'll do panes. Open this up and throw some windows in there. Is there a lot of Minecraft players on the AroAce raid train? Do we have any Minecraft enjoyers out there? There's been like a pretty cool variety of different like games being played, and I think that's really cool because I kind of find myself in a Minecraft bubble pretty frequently. So it's been kind of cool to like sit down and actually watch streams that are not Minecraft related. As much as I love Minecraft, it is nice to just get to see other things. Okay, I'll be so real. My brain's getting a little stuck on interior But this is the exterior. Is it giving AroAce sunset flag? It's okay if the answer is no, by the way. I think it's giving it in the same vein that this is giving an asexual build. So we are matching that. Also, thank you for the follow, Peeler. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's tackle in our last 30 minutes here. Let's tackle an aromantic build, just like a straight aromantic build. I'm thinking cottage. I'm thinking cottage. And this clearing looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Just an aromantic cottage. And then if we have time, we'll go back to doing interior or the sunset build. I do really like this block palette though. Like the birch and the bamboo and the acacia with the prismarine. That's a really solid block palette. I should plan like a real build with this or something. But I'll miss it due to work, so I'll have to check the archive later on. Oh no! I hope that your work goes well and you have a nice chill time at your job. But thanks for coming in with the train. Okay. I think that's a good enough area. I think I do want to have like a cobble bottom to this. Are we just gonna do like a nice little square? I feel like it needs something more than that. I know what kind of roof I want to do. So we're gonna need a bigger footprint for the roof I want to do to not look stupid. 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a 9 across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do dislike that I have to break the cherry blossom before I can place things. 'Cause I know all flowers work like that, but it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, I think that's a good start. We'll kind of texture it a bit as well. We'll throw some polish and some brick in here. No. Not the polish, just the brick. Just mixing in some brick here and there. So I do really like the look of the cobble, and I think I want to like carry like the messiness of cobble, but with some of the structure of brick. Okay, I'm gonna just place these 2 blocks. Okay, so cobble with a little bit of stone brick, and then black stone. We've got just the normal black stone and the brick. Okay. What more could we possibly need? This is it. I hope this, like, gradient makes sense and, like, looks nice. Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. This'll be fine. The ground kind of like I think that'll be cute. I think this is gonna be cute. I'm kind of manifesting it to be cute so that I don't have to deal with the possibility of it being ugly. But it's kind of matching what I had in my head, which is really all you can ask for when building in Minecraft. It's such a tall ask too for some reason. Okay. I think this can look cool. I think I like this. I think I like this a lot. And now... Where's the front? What am I doing for a floor? I never figured that out. I don't really want to do a moss floor. Maybe we could do an emerald floor. Or wait. Carpet literally exists. We'll have a green carpet on the inside for the vibes. I started this stream saying I didn't want to just use like carpet and concrete because that felt like the easy way to get the colors that we wanted. But sometimes it's just peak. Like carpet and concrete are nice. They're here for a reason. Okay, we want slabs. We want some slabs. Doing a little thing. Kind of mimic a castle wall is the vibe, but I think that's gonna look really nice. It has the potential to look really nice. If I don't mess up, we'll be rolling. There we go. It's giving castle vibe, but I really, like, genuinely like that a lot. I need something to go in the corners here. I was thinking of wood, but there's not really, like... There's birch. I hate that. I really hate that. Okay. What? Oh! Literally? Acacia logs. It's the acacia logs. Acacia logs are so... Or just acacia in general, I feel like is so underrated. It used to be one of my favorite blocks. Back when I, like, first started playing Minecraft. It was just such a vibrant, bright orange. It was such a good time. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm lurking. Do not worry about it. I'm a chronic lurker. I lurk more often than not in Twitch streams. I think I was talking about this with some friends the other day. I will lurk until somebody like says something that like activates a sleeper agent. Like in Sunstone's stream earlier, when they started talking about like the Hoyoverse games like Honkai Star Rail, it activated the sleeper agent in me, and I had to pipe in. But I usually lurk and just kind of hang out until I get like a vibe for the person a lot of times. Or like we become friends eventually. That's when I start being more active in chat. But I love throwing on a Twitch stream to kind of hang out while I like work on things. So when you have that approach to watching streams, you do end up doing a lot more lurking than not. Okay. What are we thinking stair-wise for the roof? I think Mossy Cobble? I think Mossy Cobble's gonna be our vibe. And then we'll go pick up our moss. Been a long time since I've played, and I think I'm gonna start over. That's good luck. I've not played Honkai Star Rail like at all. I just downloaded it. I was thinking about streaming it at some point, and so that's why I've been like putting off starting the game. But I really need to just start it. I really need to just start it so that I can like pull for Boot Hill, because I really like Boot Hill. I think he looks really cool. I need that energy in my life. But I'm excited to see you stream Honkai Star Rail. I've actually not seen any gameplay for it. I have a friend who got me into Genshin back in like 2019, 2020. And we have talked a lot about Genshin. I've been playing Genshin for like 4 years, and I've still not finished the prologue because I just don't like how grindy it is, like how I have to go grind out levels in order to continue the story, because it's like level locked, which I understand if it's gonna be a certain difficulty. Like, I appreciate the level lockedness, but like I was just kind of there for the story and the lore, and I just didn't really want to grind out the world to experience it. But I've been told Honkai Star Rail is not like that at all, so I'm really excited to kind of get into it and be able to like really experience the characters and the lore and have a good time. I'm just here to have a good time, and that's all you can really ask for. Hannah! Welcome in, Hannah! I'm glad you're popping off. How are you, Fred? Welcome in, Hannah! How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm currently building an aromantic cottage. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Yeah, this is looking exactly how I wanted it to. I'm very excited. And we're gonna place like some leaves and stuff. Or we're gonna bone meal it. Before I get too deep into this. Is bone mealing... No, it doesn't. It doesn't turn. Okay. That's good. We can place some flowers and stuff on here as well, which is gonna look nice. Feel you? I love the space planetary aesthetic. This planetary aesthetic goes so hard. It's genuinely so good. I just think Boot Hill looks cool, and I'm excited. I love him. Coffee is made, Maelstream is on, and animals are crossing. Hannah! I'm gonna be wrapping up here, about 8 o'clock your time. Oh shit, that's really soon. I have like 20 minutes to finish this build. We should play Animal Crossing, Hannah. I might be DMing you here in a minute. We love Animal Crossing. I love that my friends are getting back into Animal Crossing because I restarted my island back in February, and I've been like getting back into it again. But a lot of my friends that I played with, like when it first came out on the Switch, they never came back to the Animal Crossing brain rot. And that's so fair. I do not blame them at all. We all suffer from Animal Crossing burnout because we all went a little too wild, too crazy. Where's the front? This is the front. Okay. We're gonna give this bad boy an interior. First I need to fill in the windows. I think we're gonna go lime green windows. I think that's kind of slay. Yesterday I restarted my island I restarted my island a month ago. It's just a really good time to restart your island. Like, I don't know what it is. Genuinely don't know what it is. That's like, I restarted my New Leaf town not that long ago. And now I'm like out here restarting my island and having the time of my life. I think for this build, I'm actually going to leave the ground grass on the inside. I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, because then I can do things like this. We are gonna moss and bone meal it up in here. I don't think I'm gonna do an interior for the bottom. I'm just gonna do this. Mostly because I want to make sure I don't go over my time slot for the train. I would feel really bad if I went over my time slot. I feel like we should just throw some frogs in here. There's not a good door. There's not a good door for my color palette. That is like the worst thing about like doing color palettes based around pride flags. Not a lot of good options for doors. 2 hours villager hunt for Molly and nothing. Oh, I have to come get these Uggs off my island. Definitely good luck, Hannah. Hannah's been in the trenches trying to get nice villagers. So thank you for the follow, Aster Cosmos. I hope you're doing well. Maybe we just have like a little bit of water. I might have gone a little overboard with the frogs in here. When they first put frogs into Minecraft, I was having the time of my life. Best time of my life. It was so good. It was truly an era. Alright, and now we can come on the inside and throw together an interior. A little bedroom. I like making bedrooms. They're very nice, very cozy. What if we do gray candles? We have a lime green floor, so I don't feel that pressed to pride it up with the green. Because I think we've got plenty of green in here. I think the green comes across. Sapphic Shock sent me here. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Who's everyone's favorite villager? I love Cherry the dog and Bengal the tiger. I think my favorite villager, it's a tie between Julie and the unicorn, Rattle the frog, and Chrissy the bunny. Chrissy was like my first favorite. I had her in my town on New Leaf, And it was a whole vibe. Okay. Are we thinking cozy, studious? I think we are. Although... Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. Hear me out. Or actually, I think a slab will be better for this. I think we'll just take oak slabs to match the bookshelf and make it look like a thing. Our bed's going up here. It's like a loft bed situation. We'll have the trapdoor floor come out a little bit more. Then we'll put a ladder there. This is so slay. Pics are good. I think I've had Bingle on my first island. Honestly, I feel like most of the villagers in Animal Crossing are genuinely really good. There's just like a handful that are atrocious. And when they get stuck on your island, they get stuck on your island. Oh my gosh. They're wild. Truly wild. Okay, I actually wasn't gonna do anything with bamboo. Which one is the yellow? We could do like a little rug here. Oh, I like that. Just a little rug. We'll put it in the middle. Kind of covers the scaffolding. That's very cool. Okay. We need a stair block to look like chairs. I think we'll go birch. Nice. This is nice. No, we will take that there, because it's center the room, not just the floor space. Okay. Aren't there some, like, heads down here? Nothing says aromantic, like a good creeper skull. Creeper skulls are aromantic core. I'm calling it now. So true. I'm glad that you agree. My favorite Animal Crossing villager is Pioki, Pico, the bear cub. I know, I can see her in my brain. She's so cute. That was a really weird way to put it. My friend has Pico on her island right now. So, like, I've seen her recently. But that is really cool. I love how, like, Animal Crossing has kind of let us, like, make these connections with these villagers, and they keep like showing up on our like different islands and stuff like throughout the years, and it's honestly, it's so nice. It's genuinely really nice. Like, I have Chrissy. I don't currently have her, but I had her on my island before I reset, and I love her. I need to pull her amiibo back out and get her back on my island again. I got really into collecting the amiibos with New Horizons. It's such a good time. Okay, I'm gonna throw some paintings up. Oh no. Okay, maybe not. There's a lot going on in this room. I do really like this though. I think our aromantic cottage turned out really nice. You kind of have to be from this side to see the green, but I think it turned out. It's so cute, so slay, so gorgeous, so pretty. And then a recap for those who weren't here earlier. We did build, the first thing we built was this asexual house. We really took our time decorating it. This is what, I think we spent more time on this than anything else. And then I realized I needed to pace myself better. And then we've got our sunset AroAce tropical vibes. I still really like this. Like, this is a concept. Nice. I think it would have worked a lot better on a bigger scale. Stunning. Thank you so much. I'm doing my best. I didn't have a plan. We had color palettes and that was it. It was, AroAce pride and a dream. And 2.5 hours. But we did it. I should have built them on a super flat world so we could see them lined up. But this is so slay. I really like this. I feel like this would have looked really cool if we did like a circular thing as well, but I really wanted to build that kind of roof with the moss. But this is nice. It's so cool. Thank you. Thank you. I did my best. I did my best. Oh, you know what would be... We were talking earlier about how I realized I'm aromantic. The real hint is that I basically, like... Okay, obviously I didn't use netherite because it wasn't in the game in 2014. But when I first, like, started playing Minecraft, like, I was out here building my little square houses. Just, like this. And I would use emerald as the floor a lot, like emerald and diamond. But like this would be my house. Obviously like on a bigger scale, but I'm just doing a little thing for the memes. Like this was peak 2014 for me, because the quartz was so pretty, the emerald was so pretty. And I'm picking up netherite now for the roof because that's just like peak pride. Aromantic based on what silly blocks did you pick for building a house when you didn't know how to build? Anyway, what a goofy time. We have a few minutes before I take you guys over to Darkspine. I'll just chat. We'll just chat. We'll just come here and chat for a few minutes. But that was really fun. I love creative building in Minecraft. I love building in Minecraft just in general. So it's been a minute since I've really like sat down with nothing but like a vague idea and a dream. So that was really nice to sit down and do that again. Making you really want to play Minecraft again? You should! You should! Minecraft is so fun, especially if you have people to play it with. Like, I know we didn't, but it would have been really cool if we set up, like, a Minecraft world for the AroAce thing. That would have been really fun. But obviously, like, there's no guarantee everyone has Minecraft. But, it's so good. I get the brainworms quite frequently for Minecraft. Looks so good. Thank you, Henna! Thank you! I just saw your starting below the background. I can go grab him. He can be in the foreground. I love him very much. He means a lot to me. We were talking about him earlier, because when I'm in the game screen, obviously my camera is really small, so you can't see much of it. Not me knocking down my light. That's never happened. I'm so sorry. I think my microphone... Hello? I don't think my microphone picked that up a lot. My light does not want to stay back up. Sorry. Let me get my earbuds again. My ring light is kind of just set up on my desk by like a prayer and a dream and a thought. It's on a tripod, but the space is so narrow that it's just like basically closed. Our mans, you're so right, Hannah. And then on the other side, he's drinking his blood. He's having such a good time. I love him very much. Haven't gotten to play a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, but I also need to pick it up again. Sapphic, I am obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3. I have almost 700 hours in the game. I cannot stop playing. I just keep playing. It has taken over my life, but it's so good. It's so good. I also love this artist. I've been following them on Twitter for months, and they were vending at an anime convention that I went to a couple weeks ago, and I was able to snag him and a couple of their posters. Now that I've finished Dungeon Meshi, I kind of wish I got their Dungeon Meshi posters as well, but I'll just have to hit up their online shop, I think. Love your sweater, those stars. Thank you! I got this from an artist at an anime convention. I don't remember who it was, but it's like a really, just like, it's so pretty. It's a nice shade of blue and everything. That's my blood. Baldur's Gate 3 just runs in our blood, Hannah. You're so right. You are so right. My desk setup is whack. My desk is, I don't think it's a computer desk, and if it is, it wasn't made for my computer, because my tower, like my actual PC, is too tall to fit in the, like, tower slot of the desk, so it's just sitting on the floor, like, in the chair part where my legs are supposed to go. And then I have my monitor, but there's, like, a thin ledge, kind of, like, at the back part of the desk, and that's where my second monitor sits, and also my ring light. There's not a lot of space for the tripod to really, like, extend out, so we're just vibing. Really want to watch Dungeon Meshi, but our Netflix said no. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I've been watching it on less than legal streaming sites, but I totally understand if people don't want to risk their PC doing that. Totally get that. But I just caught up on it today, and I'm obsessed with Dungeon Meshi. Literally obsessed. But it is getting about that time for us to head over to Darkspine. Thank you for the reminder, Hugster Duke. In fact, just in time for the train to move. I've been lurking, and I've been loving the Minecraft builds. You're amazing. Thank you so much for the kind words, Sunstone. That is very kind of you. Okay. We have a raid message. I've never done a raid message before. Let me pull it back up. It was one that was come up with in the group chat, the Discord server for this. Hopefully the emotes did not go with it, but if you just want to say these words, why did the emotes not go with it? I think that might be at my computer. But that's kind of the raid message. Let's get this going. For Darkspine, they are very cool. They're doing art right now, which is always really fun. I love watching art streams. Definitely keep these good vibes going. Definitely keep these good vibes going. Enjoy the AroAce raid train, especially people who are joining the train from my stream. Definitely go have a good time. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and hanging out with us on this stop on the train. And I will see you all next time I stream, which will be Tuesday for people who come out. But bye. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys have been lovely. And I hope you guys enjoy Darkspine's stream.